Welcome back to Through the Mic. It's me, Gavin, again. Today was the free agency. Day one. We're going to be going over every signing. So let's get right into it. Um, Blazers and Jeremy Grant come to a deal. Jeremy Grant signed a 5-year, $160 million to return to Portland. To me, that's a very, very overpay for a dude that played mediocre. That's way too much money for Jeremy Grant. But I guess they're trying to win, and he didn't want to come back. But he got that big deal, so he's like, "Yeah, I want." He's going to come back in that deal, most definitely. So I guess it's whatever to do to get him back. I guess I don't know why. Wasn't really a big player that I think you need to go spend money on. But hey, they did what they wanted to do. So let's go down. Here's another overpay. Fred VanVleet signed a 3-year deal worth 130 million with the Rockets. 3 years. 130 in only 3 years? You just drafted Amin Thompson, and you're not going to let him develop with Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., Albert Sengun, Jabari Smith? You're not going to go win. And Fred VanVleet is not worth this money. He looked good because, one, he played for Kawhi Leonard and won, and then he became a starting point guard when Kyle Lowry left. So then he had the ball more in his hands so he could score more. He's not a good point guard. No, he is, but he's not a point guard worth 130 million only on 3 years. Not at all. It's he's very undersized, can't play defense, and is way, way, way too inconsistent. Like it's bad. It's bad. Kyrie Irving returns to the Mavs. Was expecting this. I think everybody was. 3 year, 126 million. A dude that's actually worth the money he got, Kyrie Irving. Even though they had that weird little losing streak at the end of the season, which I did not get. I don't even know how they started losing, but um, yeah, it was very weird. They have another signing or two, maybe, that we'll see. Um, Cam Johnson re-signed with the Nets. We all saw this. They was going to match any offer unless it was way for too much. 4 year, 108. I'm pretty sure the Pistons offered a 4 year, 100, and then the Nets topped it, and they agreed, and they went on. So, knockdown shooter. Very glad they brought him back. I know he did not want to leave Mikal Bridges, so great to have him back on the Nets. I like seeing him there with Mikal. Bucks bring back Middleton on a 3 year, 102 million. That's a lot of money, so I don't know if they're going to bring back Brook Lopez or not. I really hope Brook Lopez goes to the Lakers because I root for the Lakers because been a LeBron James fan my whole life. So I want the Lakers to do good, win, and get good players. But I'm also a Pistons fan. So yeah, but I really don't see Brook Lopez over there in the Lakers uniform. But Chris Middleton, 3 year, 102 million. He deserves it, in my opinion. Knockdown shooter. Anything for him and Giannis to stay together. They've been with each other ever since they both joined the Bucks. Kuzma returns to Washington for over 4 years, 102 million. Now, was he worth this money? And if I was the Pistons, would I want them to sign him for that? Heck, no. It's not worth it. This is what I think he's doing. He's like, okay, I'm gonna get my bag, and then the next season or two, I'm just gonna get traded to a contender team. It's just how it's gonna go. He got his bag, so he's gonna get his money, and he's gonna get traded to a contending team so he can try to go win a championship and be getting paid millions. Like big time. He's getting paid more than a bunch of players that are way more better than him. So he's came a long way, I'll give him that, but too much for me. Warriors on Draymond Green, 4 year, $100 million deal, 25 mil a year. He's not worth it. not at this time and age. But they wanted to keep that core together, um, and it's they wanted to keep it together. And I think it's a good idea because it would look weird if he wasn't there and how they would run their offense, and it would not seem right. They wouldn't have that firepower, energy from him, so it would look weird if he did not go back there. Uh, Joakim Podol remains with Toronto, 4-year, $80 million contract. He is now the 10th highest paid center. That's a good deal. 20 mil a year. Good deal for him. He deserves it. I love it. Let's see what they do over there because they. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They did sign Dennis Schroeder, which I think is good for them. And I think it's I think it's a good deal for them. Pelicans re-signed Herb Jones, the 4-year, 58 million, 54 million actually. Lakers bring back Rui Hachimura, 3-year, $51 million deal. I think that's big. That's big for them. He had so many games where he saved them and he turned up for them and he showed up. Very good shooter, scorer, good mid-range, can defend, 7'2" wingspan. So yeah. Okay, I'm about to actually check something real quick. Apparently Monte Morris just got traded to the Pistons. So I'm actually checking about that real quick. The Wizards and Pistons did a deal, and I'm trying to get intel on that for y'all. So y'all can get it right here. Apparently Monte Morris is involved. So we'll see what happens. I just want to see what the Pistons gave up. Yeah. Okay, so it hasn't been updated to here yet. So we will wait until the interview to talk about that. Bruce Brown headed to Pacers, 2-year, 45 million. Go get your bag. Go get your bag. Because that's way too much money for a dude that came off the bench. Yes, he's good. But a dude that came off the bench, and a dude that might not even start for your team. And you give him a 2-year, $45 million contract? What? I don't know. It don't sit right. Yes, I love him. I love the player. I really wanted the Lakers to pick him up. But 2-year, 45 is kind of crazy, but he got his ring, so he wanted his bag. So I think he'd actually be a really good player for the Indiana Pacers team off the bench. Or if they move on from Buddy Hield, they put him at the 2. Other than that, I just don't know. It's so weird. But I think they will move on from Buddy Hield, in my opinion. Kobe White staying with the Bulls, 3-year, $40 million. Love it for him. Lakers signed Gabe Vincent. 3-year, $33 million deal. Very deserved. Very good defender. Will pick you up full court. Very good shooter for the Lakers. He has that intensity. He has that dog in him. What the Lakers need from that point guard position. I do think they will re-sign Reeves. They definitely will, and bring back D'Lo as well. So either Gabe or D'Lo come off the bench, but they do have Jalen Hood-Schifino, rookie out of Indiana, who I think would definitely play. So yeah, Caris LeVert re-signs with the Cavs, 2-year, $32 million. We're ready to talk about Dennis Schroeder, headed to Toronto for a 2-year, $26 million. Love it for him. He's gonna be a starting point guard over there, which I love. Here's Niang, a 3-year, $26 million deal to the Cavs. Good depth piece to come off the bench for them. They needed depth, and they got it with him. Magic signed Ingles, just a veteran. 2-year, $22 million though, so he's getting $11 million per year. So congrats to him. But a good veteran to come here, lead this team. Very good shooter. Actually, he's a really good shooter. And just they needed a veteran presence, and they got that with him. Javon Carter, 3-year, 20 million with the Bulls. Love it for the Bulls. They do have a lot of guards, so I don't know what they're going to do there. That basically means they're definitely not bringing back Patrick Beverly. With Kobe White coming back, they have Ayo DeSumo, and they just got Javon Carter. Spurs re-signed Trey Jones to a 2-year, 20 million. Spurs re-signed Julian Champagne. I don't want to say his name, to a 4-year, $12 million deal. Reggie Jackson returned to the Nuggets on a 2-year worth of $10.2 million. Drake Milton headed to Minnesota on a 2-year, $10 million deal. Torian Prince, 1-year deal, $4.5 million contract to the Lakers. Good 3-and-D wing for the Lakers. Can shoot threes at 39%. Very good defensively. He's tall, big. Very good pickup for the Lakers. Kevin Love resigned with the Heat on a 2-year deal. Seth Curry joining the Mavericks on a 2-year deal. I love that for him. Very good shooter for them. Very good guy that can come off the bench and lead that squad off the bench. I cannot say it. Josh Richardson rejoining the Heat team that drafted him. He's re-signed there on a 2-year deal. Trey Lyles goes back to the Kings. Yuta Watanabe signed with the Phoenix Suns. DeAndre Jordan re-signed with the Denver Nuggets. Derrick Rose, multi-year contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. Josh Okogie reached agreement to return to the Suns. Corey Brown Jr. signed with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Cam Reddish goes to the Lakers. Drew Eubanks goes to the Suns. Wolves sign Alex Walker, and Suns get J.J. Bates Diop, and Celtics get Osei Brissett. Now, let's find out about this Pistons and Wizards deal real quick, because I'm kind of confused on what's going on. I need to see what happened, what the deal was. So it's not the only news we have is that Monte Morris is going to the Detroit Pistons. Don't know what the Pistons are sending them. Once we find that out, I will tweet it on my Twitter page, so make sure I check that out. But yeah, I don't know what was in that trade. It's yet to be announced. Good veteran to come off the bench for the Pistons. Do have Killian Marcus Sazzer, so I'm wondering if Killian's gone. We'll find out. But make sure you like and subscribe. If y'all like it, come back for more. If y'all checked out my last video, go right there. And if y'all haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right there. Turn on post notifications. My social media, my Twitter, Instagram will be down below in the description, so check that out. And so yeah, see ya.